Hi, I'm Dave Martin. I've been with Cisco about 18 years in sales, engineering, service delivery, program management, and service provider, and currently in enterprise. I'm based in Minneapolis, where my client that I'm featuring today, US Bank, is located. They've got about 18 million customers with a 76 billion market cap, 389 billion in assets, and about 65,000 employees. Their key businesses are branch banking, about 3,500 branches in 25 states. They manage about 10,000 cash machines for other clients and have about 5,000 of their own. And other areas that they focus on are trust and payment services for products to consumers, businesses, and institutions. So one of their key claims to fame is their efficiency ratio. They run about 52 cents of cost to every dollar they bring in, compared to their competitors their closest competitors, like 57% up to 78% for some of the bigger ones. They're running about they were fifth, and they just dropped to the sixth largest bank, behind New York Mellon, that has about 35,000 employees. And other kind of key initiatives that they have are shareholder dividend. They also are going to build a new data center to help risk mitigation of an older data center, and then build for growth. They're also driving a lot of mobile app development for innovation to help bring in the younger crowd as customer base, as well as look at new branches of the future and look at some pilots in California. One of the key things they strive to do is time to market, move faster and quicker, and they asked Cisco to help them with that. So the line of business that I'm targeting is actually their wholesale banking, treasury management, and payment services. And the executive is Andrew Cesari. So Andy is the current CFO and just recently got promoted to Chief Operating Officer over treasury management, payment services, and some other of the business units, actually across the company. And the challenge that US Bank is experiencing is that they do have a shared service provider that touches all of their business units that I just described. And within that shared service provider, they provide file transfer services for all of US Bank business units to their commercial customers. So examples are like EDI, payments, deposits, wire transfers, lockbox, any kind of automated clearinghouse or ACH services. The problem today is that it takes 60 days to implement a new customer to connect, for the services that they offer. And their goal is to get it down to 24 hours. And just looking at the annual revenue of $3.7 billion for treasury and payment services, so if we were able to actually shorten that down to 24 hours, they could generate $600 million a year by looking at that 2 months of payment, 16%. So some of the questions that I'd reach out to talk to Andy about is just to drill into this more is, what impact on customers does that 60-day provisioning, mean to them as well as US Bank? How much revenue was lost due to the 60-day provisioning, just to kind of validate the numbers I had mentioned before? How much revenue could be increased if we reduce it to 24 hours or less? And some of the cost saving, what are some of the cost saving estimates through automation of those services? And what metrics would need to be met for US Bank to move forward with a funded project to implement 24-hour service activation? So some of the ideas from a proposal or solution standpoint is to, in the short term, engage our consultant and AS to come in and document current state, identify the requirements, metrics used to develop kind of a future state with a phased action plan. And in the short term, actually help them with process and automation improvements, and leveraging some of the things we're already talking to US Bank around infrastructure as a service, application as a service, on leveraging intercloud and fast IT and service exchange solutions. So some of the outcomes would be enabling innovation for mobile apps, dev, and new branches of the future initiatives, and having a faster time to market for service revenue and new customer retention. So another longer term solution would be to use the use case from the shared services to plug into the new data center that US Bank is looking to build, and use that action plan to actually identify how we could build out that data center, and actually have Cisco propose a plan, build, operate model for the new data center utilizing Cisco capital to help with the funding. And that outcome could be that Cisco Business and IT Solutions will deliver faster applications and solutions to business while maintaining that quarterly high efficiency ratio. A business development idea is to develop a joint venture with US Bank and form an alliance agreement that would target market strategy, sales growth, and technology innovation board, and have the executive governance board set outcomes for strategy, goals, metrics, and operating model. And this approach was successful with service providers in the past that actually generated larger revenues to our clients or to US Bank, as well as have higher margins for them and additional revenue for Cisco. So the short and long-term solution recommendations impact US Bank's key initiatives of high efficiency ratio, faster time to market, risk reduction, and serving all their customer demographics in an efficient and timely manner. And I'm looking forward to the Catalyst training and seeing you all in San Jose. Cheers.